I'm sure you have fond memories of the dad's trip. Wasn't it the
I do,
original
yeah.
dad's trip where you're pumping them in the net?
Yeah, exactly. That was, I think, 4 or 5 years ago now. But it was super fun. I had gotten called up the day that the dad's trip started, so my dad was able to come and enjoy that, and it's always a good time.
Islanders, Rangers, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, and Boston was the
That's
end of the
right.
trip. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
So what kind of hockey dad is your dad? Do you talk to him after every game? Or?
He'll usually send me a text after the games, but I think he has a pretty good read on what's going on. But he always tells me, "You played great." So he likes
He's
it.
not critical.
No, he's not super. Well, sometimes he is, and those are the one-off times. But yeah, he's pretty encouraging.
Does he ever ask you why you couldn't keep that goal pace going that you had so early in your career?
Yeah, well, sometimes I ask myself that same question. I thought for a period of time there was no chance I was ever not going to score in an NHL game. Yeah, exactly.
What are you seeing from the other forwards that they seem to rise a little bit when Austin's out of lineup?
Yeah, I think guys get different opportunities and they're able to play a little bit more maybe, and we have to play a team game every night, but especially when some of your best players are out. So I think the team did a good job of that last night and playing very solid.
What have you seen? Where have you seen the rise in these games? We all know the talent and everything that he's had, Justin, but in the Islanders game, where have you seen that step up this year?
Obviously, yeah, he's super talented. He has an elite finishing ability, and if he's going to get the opportunities, he's going to put in the net most of the time. Obviously, he made 2 great plays last night that led to goals, and I just think he's feeling confident, and it's really nothing new for guys that have been around him. He's an elite player.
Can you relate a little bit to Bobby McMahon in terms of getting your shot maybe a little bit later than the
Yeah, for sure. And I think he was a guy that was on an American League deal to start with the Marlies too, got switched to an NHL deal, and he's worked his way here. So yeah, I definitely can, and I'm super happy for him. I think he's a great player. He's big, strong, and fast, and he can add a lot to our team.
David, I guess first off, how are you feeling after that hit yesterday?
Yeah, I feel very good, so I don't have any problem, so that's good.
What did you think of it? Were you surprised there was no penalty?
I'm not ref, so it's on the refs, but I didn't see the guy coming from the side, so and he probably hit me to the head, so I don't know.
I understand your brother's here for this dad's trip. To have him here and to get some bonding time in?
Yeah, it's pretty cool for him to be here. He's enjoying the time here, and as well me too, because we didn't see over the season too much, right? So it's pretty good that he can be here.
Is he older or younger?
He's older 4 years than me. Yeah.
Does he live in Czech?
Yeah, we are living in the same town, like our hometown. So
What does he do?
he's police officer.
Oh, okay.
How has he influenced your career at all? I'm sure he's given you lots of support.
Yeah, he played hockey too when he was young. So I always watched him when I was young. So for sure he influenced my career.
Was he pretty good? Did he have NHL dreams at any point?
I don't think so. He ended up like around I think 15 years old. So yeah.
What's his name, David?
Thomas.
Thomas. T-O-M-A-S?
Yeah.
Is he as physically fit as you? I know you kind of like to keep the regimen, and you don't like the cheat meals and everything. Is he as diligent with that kind of stuff as you are?
Yeah, we sometimes train together over summer. So he likes doing sport. He's always played sports. So
Do you have any other siblings, David? or-
no, I just have one brother. Yeah.
Could you imagine the situation reversed and you went to his work for a couple of days?
That would be interesting, right? Yeah.
What do you think of Bobby McMahon? Your early impressions?
Yeah, it's pretty simple to play with him because he's working hard every shift. So it's been I think good game last game, and hopefully we'll be keep it going.
Any lineup changes tonight, Sheldon?
Yeah, we'll see. We've got some game time decisions here tonight, so we won't have all that sorted till later on.
Austin among them.
Yes.
You said it before, it was something lingering. Do you think it was affecting his shooting at all?
I'm not going to answer any questions about any of that kind of stuff.
What can can you take from yesterday's game? I know the power play worked out in the end, but maybe some other things that you want to clean up going into tonight's game.
Yeah, power play is one we want to clean up, for sure, as we talked about it. Scored us a huge goal. It's the difference in the game, which ultimately is what you want. You want your group to step up in big moments. But the process wasn't nearly good enough. So whether Austin's in or not, the group needs to be able to find their way through that in terms of the process and the structure and the detail inside of it. So that would be one area. Other than that, I think we did good things yesterday. Got real strong goaltending that gave the group confidence and allowed us to find our way through a very tight game, where the opposition goalie wasn't giving us much. But now it's a different challenge here tonight. You come in, you got to do it again. You got to do it under some difficult circumstances in terms of the travel and the back-to-back and all those kind of things. But we've handled that well. All season long, and I expect tonight to be no different. But this Detroit team's played us hard, and we're going to have to be ready from the start.
Something I want to ask you about, Sheldon, is what do you think has gone into the solid play in the second half of these back-to-backs? Is there one thing about everything else?
Yeah, the only thing that I would, point to is just I think our team game's been really solid, and that's when you talk about injuries and stuff that we've dealt with, that's the way to describe that is adversity or difficult circumstance, and I think back-to-back is something similar. The other part of it is we don't talk too much about it. I mean, it's a hockey game,
right?
So let's not make more about it than it needs to be. Let's not tell ourselves a story, or a bad story that we can't compete. Let's tell us the opposite, that we have an opportunity to come in and grind out two good points and feel great about ourselves when you leave. That's really what it's been about for us. So that mindset and the fact that we've got a good, sound team game that's given us a chance to win each night, that has helped, and it's going to have to be the case here tonight for sure.
A lot of times when guys from other countries join the team, it helps to have other countrymen, like kids, Swedes or whatever, to help acclimatize themselves. But Samsonov doesn't have there's not a lot of Russians in the organization. What is it about his personality that he's kind of seemed to blend in with the guys so well?
I think he's got lots of personality. That's been helpful. I think at different times you can see him connecting, whether it was Derek Chintsev, that was around, or Abramov do training camp and preseason, and then you can see it's natural that those guys, come together. But really, he's just gone about his business and stayed focused and busy with his own game and getting himself prepared for each practice or game that comes up. So, the fact that he's been focused and then also has just an easygoing, lighthearted personality that guys like to chum around with, it's allowed him to fit in and adapt well.
How do you think Pierre did further up the lineup last night?
I thought he did fine. The changes in the lines in the third period really had nothing to do with him. It was just more so moving things around, and as I discussed last night, getting Willie back on the wing. But I thought he did a good job. Was able to just continue to play his game.
It's one thing to win, Sheldon, of course, but another, like last night, where it's a grinded out victory. And not that you guys aren't capable of that, because you are, but can I do something for the group going forward to win a hockey game like that?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, we've won all sorts of games this season. I think the fact that you stay with it mentally in a game where the opposition goalie's, not giving you anything and he's making you really earn your offense, you got to stay with it offensively. And then defensively, you got to do a job. And then, in the other goal with Murray, that was one of the things that I was really pleased with last night is, it's a game where goaltending is a major factor, on the other side, and your goalie's got to go head to head with them, and their guy gives up 2, our guy gives up 1. That's a difference in the game from a goaltending perspective. So that is a really positive sign, and very encouraging for us, in relation to the goaltending, but also just the mindset of our group. Missing a couple key people, that we just stayed with it and found a way to win the game.
Refs seem to miss Niederreiter's hit on Kampf, but do you think that warrants some review from the league?
Well, I don't know about that so much. I mean, I'd like to see a penalty there. I think it's. I think when you're involved in the game, I think you know well enough that guy coming across he knows he's coached to pick the penalty killer and get in his way. And I don't think he intended to hit him in the head, but he knows what he's doing in terms of getting in his way. He watched the game here tonight. It's going to happen. Maybe not. Maybe it's not going to be such as violent a collision, but it happens almost every penalty kill. Just so happened that one got away on him a little bit.
Thanks, Sheldon.